Hello, brother. So let's talk about how you're going to build an aesthetic and attractive physique in a cheap, budget way without completely destroying your health, inflaming yourself, causing all these different problems, all that kind of stuff. With my story first, I was an ugly motherfucker, as you can see. You can pause the video and read the info on the right, left, but yeah, let's get straight into it. This is my physique right now. This is what I used to look like in the past, and it has all come through an ancestral protocol, which I talk about in this channel, on top of regulating your nervous system, which we will get into as well, because it is a very important aspect of actually becoming healthy. So firstly, let's begin with a few common misconceptions, and if you believe these, then it's totally fine, because honestly, whatever you believe is your reality, and my job in this video is to get you to believe that you can actually change your physique and your health and your mind all at the same time in an effortless way. No more struggling with consistency and falling off and too much resistance and everything feels so hard and hopeless. It's all a problem of up here. But let's talk about some physical common misconceptions. Again, you can pause the video right now and just read these, but I'll go run through them. Eating healthy is actually more sustainable and cheaper because your gut becomes optimized and you're eating nutritious foods, so you naturally eat less food. You don't need to know any recipes to eat healthy food with my method. I'm going to share with you two methods on how you can cook. Eating clean is delicious as fuck with my method. Again, it doesn't have to be boring. It can be delicious as fuck. It's super easy to prepare and clean with minimal dishes done in like 5-10 minutes. You don't have to track calories or macros or any of this bullshit, unnecessary, obsessing stuff, which I'm really against as well. Obsessing and like turning this into your whole identity of, oh, I eat clean and, like relax. Okay, I know you care about this, but there's more to life than just obsessing about this. You'll save more money from not eating out, buying junk food, etc. And it's more than just calories in, calories out. Your body is actually engineered naturally to be lean. You just need to turn on that program, just like you will turn on a program on your computer and run an application. We just need to find and fire the correct genetic information and allow the body to express that genetic information so that your body becomes more adapted and like our ancestors. Now, we're going to quickly talk about why inflammation is actually keeping you ugly as fuck. It's ruining your manifestations, it's ruining your mental frequency, it's ruining your mental health. There are literally, if you go and you look at products that have obviously artificial colors and you turn to the back, sometimes there are warning labels there telling you that these products can cause ADHD in young children. I'm not the one. Go ahead and fucking look at them, okay? Read the ingredients. That's going to be the key advice that I'm going to give you in this video. But essentially how inflammation works, both physically, right, because you eat bad food, but mentally as well. When you consume bad or negative energy, you consume some sort of food that the body doesn't recognize or hasn't evolved to consume, like seed oils, like colored foods, like artificial sugars and processed grains and, pastas and all this random shit. It struggles to break down this food. Depending on what you eat, it can damage your gut lining or even cause toxicity in the gut. And this is when food turns into inflammation as the body tries to deal with the problem, which is the invader. Energy and resources are spent to fight this invader and this inflammation, and over time you get more and more fucked up. These are necessary resources, energy and like physical life force, very important resources. That's what we use to create and make change in our life, okay? So when we're eating shit food, our body is wasting those resources. Not only are we not getting nutrition to replenish what we lose, but we keep losing. This is what I recommend you guys to watch. It's a really interesting documentary. Let's get straight into it. Here is what to eat. This is my system. It's a one plate system, so everything is on one plate, nothing extra, and the portions work as follows. Now, essentially, you want to eat 2 to 3 portions of this plate per day to get around about 200 to 220 grams of protein and enough fat and carbohydrates. But this is the most minimal plate to start with, okay? Like, go ahead and add if you want potatoes, if you want these different things. However it works with you, you can add that to that plate as much as you like. But the foundations of the plate is protein source, eggs, carbohydrate source, and source of fats. And we've got all of it there. We've got eggs, we've got protein, we've got fat, and we've got carbohydrates. That's the foundation of your plates. Now that should make everything so much easier, because all you have to do is look at the plate and look at, oh, what am I missing? Okay, let me cut up some avocado. Let me put some cheese. Let me put some beef mince, okay? This is the most efficient way to eat without ever obsessing about food again. Easy to prepare and consume, optimized for nutrition, beneficial for the brain and gut, not complicated, high energy levels and testosterone, all that good stuff. And the best thing is, this is customizable, okay? One day you can put beef mince and turn it into patties. The other day you can turn it into kofta. The other day you could do something else. With the eggs, you could add paprika, you could add this, salt, pepper, cinnamon, whatever. Avocado, drizzle some olive oil, drizzle some coconut oil, cut up fruits. Very, very customizable. So you're not having the same thing every day and getting bored. Now, some actionable protocols again. So for protein, you have the option of doing steak, chicken breast, roast lamb, chops, and beef. But honestly, beef mince is the cheapest and best option. So go with that. Carbohydrates, you have these options. Honey is a superfood. Highly recommend honey. Fats, we've got avocado, olive oil, butter, ghee, and cheeses. Very, very recommended as well. Highly recommended. And my recommendation is 4 eggs per day. Minimum. This is your insurance for proper hormone production and longevity, okay? Because eggs are very high in cholesterol, and cholesterol is the building block of your hormones, specifically testosterone. And so essentially this whole thing comes to adopting the ancestral diet. Eating meat, grass-fed, grass-finished, dairy, A2 or raw dairy ideally, fruit and honey, vegetables sparingly, herbs and spices. That's the ancestral diet. If you want the full thing, you want to learn more about this, go and join our school community right now. That's where I've got all that information. You can buy it annually. It's like 80% off the price. So yeah. Now, here is my full daily protocol. This is what I do every day on top of eating clean and stuff like that. And I actually have to add one more thing about here, which I will talk about to get to this point. And guys, you don't need to get more jacked than this. Of course, if you want to, go ahead and go 100%. I support you. But if your whole idea is I want to get lean and improve my health so I can become more attractive and, attract girls and not feel ugly, this is very achievable. Very, very achievable. Matter of fact, let me tell you, you follow this diet to a T, within 2-3 months, you will lean down like crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. Your mental power will increase. And on top of this, I will add something else where it will make applying this daily protocol super easy. Because let me tell you guys, this is so easy for me to do. This is so easy. Why? Because I feel like that identity. I feel like this person now. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, I feel like the person who is lean, who eats clean. Okay? And that's the biggest reason why guys, after all this information on what to eat, how to eat it, timing, everything like that, they will still struggle to build that 10% body fat physique and aesthetic lean physique simply because of implementation. They have all the information. They just can't stay consistent or disciplined. And if you're struggling with that, we can work one-to-one. Top link in the description. Otherwise, join the community. But take a screenshot of this. This is what I do every day. 150 to 180 grams of protein, sometimes 200 grams of protein, right? I eat minimum 4 eggs a day. I fast until I do deep work every single day. If I'm training that day, I eat my carbs around training, like fruit, like honey. And then I eat my meals 3 to 5 hours before bed. I'll get 3 to 4 liters of water, coconut water, hydration, whatever. 10K steps per day. Maximizing sun exposure, going outside, going in nature, going walking, sleeping. I'm like prioritizing my sleep really highly. I've got blue light blocking glasses, magnesium L-threonate. I meditate before sleep. And another thing apart on top of my daily protocol is I meditate every day now. For the past 18, 19 days, I've been meditating every single day for 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes. Doesn't matter. I've just been meditating. And that has been a massive game changer as well, guys, because again, I mentioned consistency, discipline. You don't feel like you're the type of person who works hard. You don't feel like going to the gym. It's all an issue up here. And when you can meditate and visualize yourself already in your dream reality today, then you make that change mentally, and doing the physical things becomes so much more natural and less resistant to you. And that's exactly what happens. I've been recording videos every single day for the past 45, 50 days, not struggling. I can speak on, videos, flow with the camera as much as I need to. I've done both formats of videos. I feel incredible. I feel so happy, and I feel really optimistic about, not optimistic, I know for a fact this YouTube channel is going to absolutely blow off. And I'm telling you that right now. Don't be surprised when it does happen, okay? Avoid all processed foods is a big part, okay? Just have a look at that. I don't need to tell you too much about these things. Again, it's not information. You can go into ChatGPT and search up what processed foods are, okay? It's not the information you're lacking, it's the implementation that you're struggling with, okay? Here is a few inspirations for you to take. Now you can go ahead and screenshot this right now. This is pretty much photos over my past few years of my life eating. And this is what I cook for myself, okay? So you can see a common trend. I've got eggs, I've got protein, I've got fat, okay? Now here and there, I've got sourdough bread. Sometimes I'll have nuts here and there, a bit of walnuts. Totally fine if you have in moderation, but I don't want you to be eating processed food on moderation. You should be eating zero processed food. You should be eating things like, sourdough bread or walnuts or, peanut butter, for example, in moderation, but not processed shit, okay? Ultra processed. Now again, protein, we talked about, look, beef mince here, I've got steak here, and then steak, and then I've got kofta here. My eggs, as you can see also, this is normal eggs, pepper eggs, normal eggs, and then this is eggs with like tomatoes and chili, and then hard-boiled eggs. We've got sourdough bread again. Sourdough bread, have here and there, totally fine. It's not going to kill you. Normal bread, white bread, if you have a lot, is going to hurt you, absolutely. So sourdough bread, I've got, my vegetables here and there, onions, totally fine, garlic, totally fine, avocado, pickles, steak, chicken, onions. Oh, this was fucking delicious, dude. Oh my God. Looks insane. Some people react badly to potatoes. If that's you, avoid potatoes, avoid bread, and avoid grains. If you don't, I don't really react too badly to potatoes. Go ahead and enjoy it. Again, eggs done a different way. This is more like shakshuka. It's called menemen, actually, because the Ottomans owned you motherfuckers. So it's menemen, not shakshuka. Eggs on top of steak and some side with like zucchini, diced bell peppers, sauteed on the oven, on the pan with feta cheese. And yeah, boys, that forms the foundations of my diet. Honestly, it's not overcomplicated. You don't need to obsess about this. You don't need the whole protocol. You just need to stay consistent and take action. And you need to turn this into your identity. Because guess what? When this turns into your identity, you stop seeking more information. You start implementing and optimizing based on what works for you. And that's what everybody realizes at the end of the day, what works for them. I don't struggle with potatoes. I don't struggle with sourdough bread. But some people, when they have one potato, they struggle immediately. They react badly, right? And I also don't struggle with eating clean. I don't struggle with staying disciplined on, in this case, my YouTube channel, building this business, recording videos for you guys, because that's who I am. Mentally and spiritually, in my identity, the meditations that I've been doing, the visualizations that I've been doing, and the actions that I've been taking, my complete alignment system, becoming aligned all together so that things like this, achieving your goals, staying consistent, improving yourself, it all becomes more natural and more easier to do and a part of your reality rather than something that's so alien and benign, okay? And so that's the end. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, make sure to go and check out the school community. And if you want to work with me again, go ahead and apply. I will help tailor a specific plan regarding whatever your goal is in the realm of building a physique, getting lean, socializing, starting your, whatever your goal is, it doesn't matter, because you will find the information to get to that point eventually. But the implementation will actually get you there. Taking the right action will actually get you there. But what's stopping you from the action? Alignment. You're not aligned. So everything feels hard. Everything feels out of touch. Everything feels difficult. That's why you keep falling off. That's why you haven't started your business yet. That's why you haven't started the gym yet. That's why you keep pulling everything off till tomorrow. It's because of your mind. It's not because of information. Okay, you know what to eat now after this video. If I don't see you jacked after this video, then we know that it wasn't more information you need, it was more implementation and alignment you need. And so if you're ready to become that aligned man and stop being fucked over by your old belief systems, reach out to me, man. Apart from that, much love, and I'll see you next time. Woo!